Caitlin Clark, celebrated for her basketball prowess, unexpectedly turned heads in the golf world during a light-hearted charity event, leaving many, including Aja Wilson and Angel Reese, shocked and intrigued. Clark's transition from hardwood dominance to the greens wasn't just a quirky one-off. It showcased an athletic versatility that has become increasingly rare. The moment her club connected with the ball, it became clear that she wasn't just dabbling. This was an athlete who knew how to command attention, regardless of the sport. The scene was ripe for surprise and laughter, with each swing revealing layers of skill, wit, and a dash of competitive flair that made for an unforgettable experience. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. The event itself was far from a solemn affair. It was part of a charity initiative, drawing a mix of athletes, celebrities, and spectators who were there for a good cause, a good time, and maybe a few good-natured jabs. Clark entered with her signature confidence, not cocky, just enough swagger to let people know she meant business. Her approach to golf mirrored her basketball instincts, focused, analytical, and fiercely competitive. Aja Wilson and Angel Reese, known for their own commanding court presence, clearly weren't expecting much from Clark on the golf course. But Clark had other plans. Her first swing was a revelation. The ball soared with precision, landing far down the fairway and earning a collective gasp from the audience. Aja, holding her driver like a reluctant apprentice, broke into laughter that teetered between disbelief and begrudging respect. Reese, never one to shy away from a little trash talk, shook her head with mock disappointment, muttering something about beginner's luck. Clark, ever sharp with her humor, leaned into the moment, responding with a grin that said, "Wait till you see the next one." Each hole became an unfolding drama. Clark's technique was not flawless, but it had the kind of raw potential that hinted at natural athleticism. Her form wasn't textbook, more like a mashup of basketball drills and golf mechanics, but it worked. Her grip on the club was a little too firm, her stance slightly too wide, yet she had an uncanny knack for judging distances. The crowd, initially there for the novelty, started to take her performance seriously. Aja and Reese, now more invested, began coaching her in between their own turns, offering tips that ranged from helpful to hilariously unhelpful. "Loosen up your wrists," Aja advised at one point, only to backtrack moments later. Or maybe don't. I'm not even sure that's a thing. What set the day apart wasn't just Clark's surprising aptitude, but the dynamic between the three athletes. Their banter was electric, the kind that comes from shared respect mixed with a healthy dose of competitiveness. Aja and Reese, typically at the center of attention, found themselves in the unfamiliar position of being outshone, at least for a moment. Clark, however, handled the spotlight with the kind of poise that's become her trademark. She didn't gloat or overplay her success. Instead, she turned the spotlight back on her companions, joking about Aja's interpretive dance, follow-through, and Reese's ability to find every sand trap on the course. The humor wasn't one-sided. Clark's occasional missteps were met with roars of laughter. A particularly overzealous swing sent a ball ricocheting off a tree, narrowly missing a cameraman. Reese doubled over, clutching her sides, while Aja quipped that Clark was trying to take someone out before the playoffs. Clark took it all in stride, responding with a self-deprecating shrug and a promise to stick to threes, not trees. By back nine, it was clear that Clark wasn't just having a good day. She was genuinely outplaying expectations. Her putting game, in particular, drew attention. Where many struggled to judge the greens, Clark displayed an almost eerie ability to read the slopes. Her basketball instincts, honed by years of anticipating plays and angles, seemed to translate seamlessly. Each time she sank a putt, the crowd erupted, a mix of cheers and disbelieving laughter. Aja, now fully invested in the competition, jokingly accused Clark of practicing in secret. Reese, ever the showman, started narrating each of Clark's putts as if it were a SportsCenter highlight. The implications of the day weren't lost on anyone. For Clark, this was a reminder that her talents extended beyond basketball. Her performance wasn't about proving she could dominate another sport, but about showcasing the kind of adaptability that defines great athletes. For Aja and Reese, it was a humbling yet hilarious experience, a chance to step outside their own comfort zones and witness another facet of Clark's brilliance. The event also served as a reminder of the unifying power of sports. Three athletes from different backgrounds and disciplines came together, not as rivals but as equals, united by the shared joy of competition. As the final hole approached, the atmosphere shifted slightly. The banter continued, but there was an underlying tension, a playful yet serious desire to win. The crowd, now fully invested, hung on every shot. Clark, Aja, and Reese, despite their jokes and laughter, were locked in. The final putt came down to Clark. It wasn't a long one, but the slope was tricky, and the crowd had fallen silent. Clark lined up her shot, her usual composure giving way to a flicker of nerves. She paused, adjusted her grip, and then, with a smooth motion, sent the ball rolling. It curved gently before dropping into the hole with a satisfying clink. The crowd erupted. Clark, caught between relief and excitement, raised her arms in triumph. Aja and Reese rushed over, alternating between applause and playful jabs. Reese pretended to inspect the ball for magnets, while Aja declared that Clark's next career might just be on the PGA Tour. Clark, ever quick with a comeback, quipped that she'd take golf lessons right after teaching them how to shoot from beyond the arc. The event wrapped up with a lighthearted awards ceremony, where Clark received a trophy that was more gag than glory, a tiny golden golf club mounted on a cartoonishly large base. She accepted it with a mock-serious bow, declaring it her proudest achievement since not failing geometry. Aja and Reese, holding their own participation trophies, hammed it up for the cameras, pretending to polish their awards while throwing exaggerated shade at Clark. The day wasn't just about golf. It was a celebration of athleticism, camaraderie, and the unexpected moments that make sports so compelling. Clark's performance wasn't a challenge to Aja or Reese, but a testament to her ability to surprise, entertain, and inspire. The audience left with more than just memories of a fun event. They left with a deeper appreciation for the athletes who continually push boundaries, both in their chosen sports and beyond. For Clark, the experience was another chapter in a career defined by excellence and humility. For Aja and Reese, it was a reminder that even the best can be outshone in unexpected ways. And for everyone watching, it was a lesson in the joy of stepping outside your comfort zone, embracing the unexpected, and finding humor in every misstep. The greens may have been unfamiliar terrain, but for a few hours, they became the stage for an unforgettable performance. As the event wound down, the atmosphere remained buoyant, the echoes of laughter and cheers lingering long after the final shot. Caitlin Clark's unexpected golf skills had not only entertained but sparked a lively conversation about the multidimensionality of elite athletes. Aja Wilson and Angel Reese, humbled yet endlessly amused, embraced the day as a chance to bond and compete in a setting far removed from their usual arenas. For spectators, it was a reminder of the joy in witnessing raw talent, camaraderie, and unfiltered moments of humor. On that day, the golf course became a playground for legends in the making. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.